What's going on, guys? It's your boy Darius. So you guys see the title, how to be able to be free from the government. Okay, for a lot of people, they are not aware of this, so we're going to break this down. Now, before we even break this down, I want to share a song with you that really resonates with exactly of just being controlled by the government. So here it is. All right. Yeah. A second. Okay, so this guy is called Hobson, and so he made a song, okay, pretty much talking about the government. Okay, so here it is.
For about 2 months. This one I've been preparing for 2 years, and
companies are thriving. It's a very important factor, especially in this day and age with the market being so saturated. And that's my presentation on marketing. Thank you.
Okay, our next presenter will be Mr. Hobson. Marcus Hobson, the podium is yours.
I was taught that education is the only way to make it. Then how'd I get so much money inside my savings? My teachers never saw the heights that I was fucking aiming. Did the man who invented college go to college? Okay then. Am I the only one that noticed humans on the same shit? Y'all thought you're selling on the same ship. And if that's the case, then that's the reason that you ain't shit. Let me enlighten you, my niggas, just let your brain drift. First of all, the best type of marketing is marketing that doesn't feel like marketing. It makes the people feel like they are part of it. And when it's done right, corporations think it's marvelous. They feed us these ideas and then we place them in our hearts to sit. It's why players are good at getting chicks. It's why Nike is good at selling kicks. It's why Disney is loved by all the kids. Why McDonald's owners is super rich. We too blinded to ever see him pitch. See, when this happens, we take our health, wealth, lives, and just hand them off, thinking that we did this from organic thoughts. I know you seen parents trick kids with candy toys and Santa Claus. The same method is used to trap adults, but instead of candy, it's with money, religion, drugs, and alcohol. Mention that shit and this go arouse us all. I done seen niggas get into fights over cigarettes like a pack of dogs. They get you hooked and then they laugh at y'all.
I really hate to break it to you, but your life's being played with. You have not witnessed the world cause you stuck in the matrix. Everything we have been taught was all a lie. Open your eyes, open your mind, and fly.
Man, can't you see we're robots who know not what we do when we got no shot in the real world until we climb out of this ice cold box? Your whole life has been part of a whole plot to keep you at the bottom while they on top. Stay quiet, then they won't stop. They always trying to show us what we don't got. They do it to all of us till we finally break and go cop a go watch, knowing we need the cash for rent. My ass is sick just thinking about how rich and powerful all these bastards get. They package ideas like it's oxygen. They make us feel like if we ain't got it, we fucked and we cannot fit in. This fucking system is not your friend. And understand they controlling your thoughts cause they got a lot to win. Niggas get turned away when I mention this. Ignorance is bliss, but I don't give a fuck. I won't censor shit. The matrix is real when you done entered it. It's way too intricate for you to ever realize that you fucking simpleton.
I really hate to break it to you, but your life's being played with. You have not witnessed the world cause you stuck in the matrix. Everything we have been taught was
Yeah. Fuck Hollywood, fuck all these reality shows, making us feel lame unless we blowing stacks on new clothes, making us feel like we ain't cool unless we have a few hoes, making us feel like we ugly unless we have a new nose. I see naturally beautiful women get Botox, fake tits, fake lips, they so brainwashed and it doesn't make sense. Focus on your life and the path you pursuing, cause y'all too busy worried about what Kim Kardashian's doing. Check it, most of the shit that you sheep are watching on television is fake as fuck and it's not real. I rebel against it, it's the devil's business, they just reel y'all in. If they say it, we do it, yo, I'm trying to tell y'all, man. The system created the stereotype for the black image. That's why my people are scared to be different. Why don't you get it? I'm done practicing these ridiculous rituals. It's time I become a real individual and just do me.
I really hate to break it to you, but your life's being played with. You have not witnessed the world cause you stuck in the matrix. Everything we have been taught was all a lie. Open your eyes, open your mind, and fly.
So we're gonna stop right there. Honestly, that right there is pretty much self-evident by itself. And so, like, honestly, every time I watch that, it really does hit me, because we have to be able to understand that most of us are literally walking robots. Okay, and I'm saying literally. We're gonna break this down, but we have to be able to understand this basic thing. And the basic thing is that we have needs and we have wants. And based on these needs and wants, it creates the manifestation of what you have in your reality. So, we have approval, we have control, we have security, we have separation, and we have oneness. I'm going to break that down, but that is the basic thing that creates the emotion, okay? And what you would call the matrix, or what you would call the government, controls you by these emotions, okay? And so whatever you feel and what you feel to be true, that's what you would take action on, and that's how they will control you in the physical world. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to break down how you could be able to not get to that point, how you could be able to control your mind, to break free from programs, so you don't have to be able to generate a feeling which creates a delusion. Then you take action, and then you give the government, you give other influences power. So let's make that happen. And yeah. So okay, so how to be able, my phone stopped. That was part of the matrix. So yeah. So how to be able to break free from these influences. Okay, so the first thing is that you have to be able to start mastering your inner world. It is not even mastering, getting in touch with your inner world. Okay, so you cannot be pulled from the outside if the inside is grounded, it is calm, and it is clean. Okay, so the first thing that you have to be able to do is start meditating. Sit, observe, don't react. Watch the mind until it stops running you. We have to be able to understand that the first thing that the matrix or the agents on what they do to try to control you is first by thought. And with attention put onto that thought over and over again becomes a belief, and that belief becomes a feeling, and whatever you believe to be true takes you take action. So the first thing you have to be able to do is stop giving attention to programs that the other influences want you to put your attention on or have. The next thing is being able to have affirmations, being able to remind yourself that that this thought is not me. I am the observer. Okay? Nothing can enter my mind without my permission. And one thing you could be able to do is ask God for help. Cut reactive loops. Pause before responding. Silence builds your power. I think that's really good. When you're about to have a reaction, pause before responding. What you could be able to do is start being able to breathe, create mindful breathing. And what that does is it generates an energy of mindfulness, which gives you the ability to be able to pause. Okay? The second is emotional sovereignty. Name every emotion before you act. Example, this is anger. I choose not to obey it. One good way to be able to see this is, let's say you have this impulsion to be able to eat a specific food. You go, this is a compulsion, and I choose not to obey it. Or you can go like, what is this feeling that's creating this compulsion? Whatever that is, I choose not to obey it. Okay? And do not seek comfort from the world. Sit with pain, loneliness, or fear until it dissolves. Being able to be with the feeling sooner or later is like when you have like lotion and you squeeze it and then it gets to the point where you squeeze it enough, there's no more lotion. It's like that when you sit with the emotion. Sooner or later, that energy gets dissolved. And when it got to do with like naming every emotion before you act, I had something else. It's just not coming up. Yeah. So the next is mental firewalls. Ask every thought or input. Who sent you? Why are you here? Do I allow you in? And what that does, it creates a boundary. It creates this distinction of thoughts that are coming from other influences to be able to influence you. And I'm going to say it again. Everything comes from thought. So what I mean by that is that no matter what, all we want is just a manifestation. And in order to create that manifestation, it first comes by thought, then it becomes a feeling, then it becomes an action. So the people that are wanting to influence you, they're wanting to first get you to get influenced by thought. Then you, based on whatever that thought is, it creates a fear. So you're like, I don't want this thought. I don't want this thing to happen. And they just keep on giving it to you. And due to the fear, you place your attention onto it because you don't want it to be want it to happen. And what happens is that thought generates into a feeling, and that feeling, if you believe it to be true, which that's what happens, because whatever feeling you have is some belief that you are believing for it to be a feeling, it ends up taking action, and you end up creating that manifestation for that other person, and what you will call self-sabotage. But what I'm saying is that a lot of times it's the world, it's the influence. Someone's trying to influence you, okay? And it could be many different things. It could be entities. It could be the government. It could be your family. It could be many different things. So what I'm saying is that you do these things. So those questions, it trains your mind to question everything, including temptations and programming. The next thing is severing all chains. No freedom without cutting attachments. Most people are prisoners of what they crave. Okay, it kind of gets back into the need and want. Is that what they do is that they get you to they get to know your needs and wants, and then that's how they lock you in. It's like desire and pain, you would say. So desire and pain. So you have desire, that's how they could be able to get you in. They can also use pain to be able to get you in. So what you need to do is just cut attachment. So eliminating external hooks. So, if you want approval, what you want to be able to do is cut it. By stop asking for validation and give yourself approval. One thing you could be able to do is use this system called the Sedona method, and it helps you to be able to let go of wanting approval and allow yourself to have it, which then gets you to be able to give yourself the ability to be able to give yourself approval. One thing I would say is don't wait to do a question like that to be able for you to give yourself approval if you're letting go of wanting approval. So take the action even if you feel unworthy. That's the point, because a lot of us, we wait until we feel approval to do something. Feel worthy to do something. But if you can, ask God, oh God, help me to be able to take action even if I feel unworthy for the thing that I want. Okay? Same thing with comfort. Cut it or deny it by doing hard things daily. Comfort weakens your soul. You want to be able to cut things that are, pushing you away from order, pushing you away from your desire for the things that you want. Okay? The next is need. So starve it by fasting from people, things, distractions. Show your body it doesn't control you. So let's say you have a need to do something. You have a need to watch TV. Break that need to show yourself that you don't need it. It gives you power and also gives you the ability to be able to see that you are responsible and you can make your own choices. The next is burning the false self. So write down every identity you've been given. So just write out things that, like the things that the world, the society in which you have given to yourself, just write it down. And burn that paper. Let go of all labels. What that really is just letting go. Letting go of that identity that someone has given to you. Because we live and act by identity. But one thing that based on this research, it's a little mistaken, because this is not identity, it's a positionality. It's a position. Let's say you say, I am a bad cook. That is a position. And so what you want to do is let go of that position. And one way you could be able to do that is burn the paper. Let go of that label. Instead, build a self-code based on truth, not roles. What are things that fit with the identity that you want to be? Okay. The next is building the unbreakable self. So this is the you that nothing can touch. So live by an unshakable code. So create 5 to 10 laws you will never break. It's the same thing with the position. like creating another positionality that will help you. Like what you were talking about is creating a self code based on truth. Instead of creating a code that hurts you, create a code that helps you. So the same with like, being able to create your own law, which is an example of like, I do not react, I respond. I need nothing. I tell the truth even when it costs me. I'm silent when others are loud. And these laws will be able to help you. You're probably thinking like, how do I be able to like find these laws? Be able to use ChatGPT, like write down like what is 5 laws that I can live by to create the life that I want, something like that, and it will help you. One thing that you want to be able to understand is that ChatGPT, AI, it is a tool. It is not something to be able for you to be controlled, but it is a tool. It will help you. Okay, the next is training your body as a temple. Cold exposure, fasting, yoga, long walks in silence. Your body becomes a tool, not a trap. A strong body makes the mind unshakable. So this right here, it is coconut water, really good. It refreshes the body. We're going to talk about that another time, but the food, the water, all these things, it could be another way to be able to control you, put a program in you, and literally do exactly what we've been talking about. So yeah. The next is so with the training your body as a temple, being able to understand it is a tool, and you are using this to be able to live in this world, and so you need to be able to train it to do things that's going to get it to its full potential. Okay, next is protecting your energy field. Spend time alone daily. Cut off chaotic people, even family if needed. Avoid low frequency input, gossip, fear, media, drama, excess noise. We have to be able to understand that everything is energy, but then it's, another way to be able to say it is frequency. And so, when you are, fitting with a frequency, if you are, engaging into low frequency and continuously do it, it could be able to shift your frequency into something that is lower, which then gets you to attract negative or low things. So what you want to do is be able to get into a high frequency that will be able to help you to attract the things you want by looking at, is this something that's high vibration? Is this, is this movie high vibration? If it's not, then don't watch it. It's like, when you're watching a movie, you realize that all movies are low frequency. But then again, it could be able to be a tool to help you. But you have to be able to be conscious about it. So this is the reason why many people say, take a break from it or completely cut it off, because a lot of us are not even conscious to be able to go, no. I am not going to watch this, but I'll watch this in a conscious way. A lot of us can't even do that. And for me, I'm extremely aware, and still I still like get influenced in a way that it just not beneficial for me. So what I'm saying is just cut that stuff away. Cut the TV. Cut all the things that are low vibration. Okay. The next is plug into truth and source. Once you detach from the false, plug into what is eternal. Once you're able to cut this low vibration stuff, now you need to be able to, all the energy that was going into that, it needs to go into another tube, another, something else. And so one thing you can be able to do is use prayer, worship, devotion, surrender your small self, which is ego, to God. Okay? Say, I walk with God, therefore nothing can control me. Living a deep presence, practice no thought awareness. You are still aware and deeply here. Walk in silence, look, feel, see, without labeling. And so one thing you could be able to do is ask yourself, who am I? And to whom does this thought come to? And then whatever comes up, just stay there. That's how you get into the no thought awareness. So because if you are a beginner and you try to go into meditation, you're going to recognize there's so many thoughts, and you go, this thought is trying to control me, and this, there's so many, it's a lot. You have to understand it's the mind playing with the mind, but you are the observer, and who you think you are that wants to be able to get the mind to stop is all still mind. So one thing I would say is just who are you? To whom does that thought come to? And just stay there. That's your no thought awareness, and you could be able to just rest as that. One thing you could be able to do is you're going to need a teacher. You're going to need someone that helps you. If not, it's going to take so much longer for you to be able to figure this out. So I have a one-on-one consulting, and it's going to be in the link in description. I have a free session. Tap on it. It will help. The next is dismantling the matrix. Now that you are strong, clear, and clean, you unplug from the illusion. Kind of like in that video that we were watching, how the girl, she was unplugging from the things. So, cut dependency on all systems. So, no need for media, trends, groups, or belonging. Okay? No addiction to money, status, control, or technology. Use them, but don't need them. I think for a lot of people, especially in the spiritual community, they get so stuck on like, I want to be free. I want to be completely gone from this system, the thing that is trying to control me. That they completely cut it off. But the purpose of this being here is for us to be able to use it, for us to be able to have a good experience. So it is not something that you need to run away from, but it's something that needs for you not to be enslaved by. And so one thing you could be able to do for now is cut it off. So cut that media, cut the trends, cut the groups, the belonging, the thing that makes you feel like, oh, I belong. Because of course you belong, but you don't need to feel like you belong by these things. You belong because you are a son of God. The addiction to like money, status, control, technology. Again, you could be able to use it, but you don't need it in the regard of your validation of yourself that makes you worthy. You are worthy because you exist. And so being able to understand that is helpful. And if you feel like that's not true, who are you without that thought? Who are you without that belief? Boom, you saw the truth right there. So just keep doing what you're doing by watching this video, and yeah. Next thing what you can do is, before you go to sleep, ask yourself every night, what tried to control me today? Did I act from fear or freedom? Was I rooted in my soul or pulled by the world? One thing would be better is, was I rooted in God or pulled by the world? But then again, just understand that there's nothing wrong with the world. You just have to be able to understand it is something to be used, not something to be controlled. Not something for you to be controlled by. Becoming the one who cannot be pulled. So like, eventually, when you keep on doing this, no temptation hooks you. No lie deceives you. No pain breaks you. And no promise seduces you. You walk as a free being, rooted in God's presence, clear mind, strong will, and full sovereignty. We have to be able to understand that we are constantly trying to get seduced, get our attention pulled, okay? Because your attention is you. So the only way for someone like the government, the family, the world, anything else, they can only take you or hurt you by getting your attention. So what you want to do is go, God, help me to be able to never get my attention taken only by you. And what that happens is that you become free, and you only live by God, because God is the only power. This is the reason why so many people, their life changes when they say, it is not I, but it is thy will. Because God's will is the one that has all the power. It's not the ego. What you think you are is the ego. And people go like, oh, well, that's ego and me is different. There's no difference. Ego, person, identity, what you think you are is just all ego. So, and that ego can become very powerful, but it can't be powerful more than God. So what I'm saying is that when you're saying that and asking God for, to be able to never get pulled by your, never let your attention get pulled, what you're saying is my identity, who I think I am, can become very strong because I am a son of God. It literally becomes an image of God, but you're not getting pulled by anything else, but you're only getting pulled by the power. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So, one thing you could be able to say is, I am untouchable. I am free. I need nothing, fear nothing, and follow nothing but truth. My mind is my tool. My body is my servant. So my body is my tool. My spirit is my commander. My spirit, I don't even like that. I cannot be deceived, for I live in truth. I cannot be pulled, for I am anchored in God. So this right here will be able to help you to be completely not deceived or be what you would say, just get influenced. And so you could be able to be free. Okay, so this will help you go back to it and take your time with it. Like I said, this could be a lot. So what you want to do is be able to get a teacher, be able to get someone that knows what they're doing. Not gonna lie, a lot of people that do know this and talk about what I'm talking about, these are people that are living in ashrams. These are people that are, pretty much kind of off the grid, but they're just like really getting, control of their mind. So like they're in like ministry, like kind of like monk ministries and, again, like ashrams. So a lot of them are not even available. And so I have been in ashrams. I have done a lot of these things, and I pretty much mastered those things. I got to the point where I was in like an ashram that's pretty, these people are masters, and I got bored by it because it was like I already like know this. Like I'm already doing this. So like what I'm saying is that if you really want to be able to be not influenced and be free from the government, go into my link in the description. It's a free session. And then but besides that, thank you guys for watching, and yeah.